For the interests of videoing and for your viewing pleasure, I don't have the overhead guard on the table saw. Normally it would be there, but you couldn't see anything. But it does have a riving knife. Okay, this is a riving knife. And what can happen, and it happens to me regularly, especially with this timber, because it's under stress and it's a pretty tough timber, as the blade cuts the kerf, the timber will reassert itself and it will close. I'm not going to do it. And so when you get to here, your kerf has actually come together, pinches, and then all of a sudden the blade will dig in where it's pinched and it'll throw it back at you at a great rate of knots. So that's how easy that knife is to fit. The saw I'm using is a Laguna Platinum Dovetail, I think it is. And I think all their fittings on the Laguna saws are the same. This is the guard that I would normally use, and much the same for fitting. There you go. And then it's got anti-kickback knives here as well. But as you can see, you can't see much with that, so I'll take that off for this project. I remember I used to have an old Woodfast Universal. I had it for years. And to take that off, you had to take the plate off, and then you had to undo 4 bolts, and then you had to, it was a pain. So these quick release things are good. And the thing with quick releases is, if it's easy to do, you'll do it. But if it's a nuisance, you go, oh no, I'll worry about that later. And you don't do it, and you lend yourself to all sorts of dramas. But what I've got there, I'll stop the saw. Is what I was talking about. That is actually stuck on the riding knife. So even though it's not as classic as it can be, that is actually pinched together. So when I ride it up there, see, it won't even go. That's jammed there, which means it's pinching here. If I was to turn the saw on, it would throw it back to me. Riving knife, great idea. What I have seen done in the past, and even done it in the past, if I haven't got a riving knife, when I get past the blade, I'll get an old chisel and put it in the slot to hold it apart.